Hey, what's up, y'all? The following is another outstanding episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. I'm your host, that ocean crossing, straight up bossing, flight catching, shot glass snatching. Where's he going next? Nobody knows. Three continents down, three more to go. No cap, straight facts. The worldwide starboy, Remy Blue. Sorry, pardon me, I got a little cold. But it's not about me. You see, tonight we're actually going to be talking about TNA Hard to Kill. And the thing about this pay per view, premium live event, as they now call them, is that this is not only the first event for TNA for the year, this is their first event, first premium live event under their rebranded image of TNA. You know, before they were just going by Impact Wrestling. They were going by Impact Wrestling for several years, but now they're going by TNA. So, it's going to be interesting to see how they take things going forward from, this year going onward. I wish them nothing but the best. I really and truly hope that they can go back to being the awesome promotion I knew them as back in the 2000s when they first started. Because let's be honest, for those of you that are watching that were following TNA since the beginning, y'all knew they were that damn good. They were fired. They were lit like 420. And I always say that the worst time for TNA, in my opinion, was when they hired, Hulk Hogan and his cruise ship tour. Like, no disrespect, no disrespect. I respect what he's done for the business, but they did not need Hulk Hogan. They did not need him. And if you ask me, that was what pretty much, led to their decline. You know, I wouldn't say downfall because they're still around, thankfully. And it's never unless a promoter is a slime ball or a dirtbag. I would never wish bad on a promotion. I want all promotions to thrive because then it's more. There's more opportunities for wrestlers, more jobs open, more wrestlers that can get paid. And as we spoke, for those of y'all that watched our episode yesterday, or last night, um, we spoke about how tough it is on the road with wrestlers and how sometimes they get paid next to nothing and all that. So it's a really tough business. So support your local indie promotion, man. Trust me. It's definitely a great feeling. But with that being said, TNA they said they'll be going back to TNA after years of being known as just Impact Wrestling. They'll now be known as Total Nonstop Action. Although, people used to call them TNA. They used to call them TNA, even when they were just known as Impact Wrestling. But that's neither here nor there. TNA is back, and I'm all for it. So, with that being said, with TNA coming back, I made a resolution this year that, me being the CEO and leader of Ringside Society, we're going to start actually doing predictions for TNA events now. I mean, they're the third, they're the third biggest company in pro wrestling. Let's be honest. Third biggest country in North America for pro wrestling. So, we might as well show them love. But anyways, what we're gonna do tonight, or this morning rather, is we're gonna go over the card for Hard to Kill. For those of you that are watching at home from the comfort of your homes or wherever, feel free to play along, tag along. Feel free to leave your comments in the comment section below about who you think is gonna win, who you think is gonna lose, all that good stuff, and I'll definitely highlight it as well too. With that being said, the first match we have is Rich Swann. It's a singles match, and it's going to be Rich Swann versus Steve Macklin. This is going to be an interesting one. Steve Macklin obviously has a size advantage, and he could be brutal when he's ready. But we've seen Rich Swann, how diehard he can be in the past. We've seen his matches with Sammy Callahan, Moose, and them. And although he may be small in stature, the man could go. And he is one stubborn guy when you try to make him stay down. Who I think will win this? This is a tough one. I got a feeling I'm gonna go to Rich Swann though. I got a feeling Rich Swann's gonna pull it off. He's gonna take a hell of a beating from Steve Macklin, but Rich Swann's gonna pull this off. The next match we have is a tag team match, and it's gonna be Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers. Wow, New York and Boston and New York respectively teaming up, accompanied by Alicia Edwards, who's Eddie Edwards' wife, versus two of Canada's best, Eric Young and Frankie Kazarian. Great match. All four competitors are great. All four can hold their own in singles matches. Two out of four of these men have been TNA World Champion. I believe Frankie Kazarian will get his chance to become Impact TNA Champion. Brian Myers, I feel, could be that guy too if they invest in him. With this match, I'm gonna go with Eric Young and Frankie Kazarian. You know, they just have too much experience on their side, and honestly speaking, they've never been an official tag team, but they know each other pretty well. These two go way back, so I'm gonna go with Eric Young and Frankie Kazarian for that one. The next match we have, oh man, like my cousin used to say, in this match, who ain't dead, badly wounded. This next match is a no disqualification match for the TNA Digital Media Championship. And we have the hardcore legend, Tommy Dreamer, who has wrestled in promotions such as ECW and WWE. He's going to be going up against none other than Crazy Steve, a man who is not all there up here. In all honesty, though, no disqualification. This is Tommy Dreamer's backyard. This is his home. Yes, I know Crazy Steve is crazy, but this is Tommy Dreamer's home. He's a hardcore legend. And y'all know how they got down in ECW. And I'm not talking about WWE's ECW that they had back in 2006. No, I'm talking about the original ECW that was broadcast at 3 o'clock in the morning in the 90s. That ECW is where Tommy Dreamer came from. So that being said, oh man, Crazy Steve gonna learn today, and I'm gonna go with Tommy Dreamer to pick up the W on this one. Now the next match we have is a 4-way tag team match for the TNA World Tag Team Championship, and it's going to be the defending champions ABC, which is the tag team of Chris Bay and Ace Austin, versus the Rascals, which are Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel, and versus Speedball Mountain, which is the tag team of Mike Bailey and Trent Seven, versus Grizzled Young Veterans, which is a team of Zach Gibson and James Drake. A lot of great tag teams here. Two of whom, 3 out of 4 of them have experience teaming with each other. I think it's between the Rascals and the Grizzled Veterans that have the most experience. Grizzled Veterans, they've teamed before. I believe they even teamed outside of WWE. So they have a pretty good amount of experience on them with them too. But if you ask me, this is a hard one to go with. But I'm gonna have to go with ABC. I think the ultimate finesser, Chris Bay, he and his partner, they're gonna find some way to pull out this win. It's gonna be by the skin of their teeth, but they're gonna find a way to pull out this win. The next match we have is a Knockouts Ultimate X match to determine the number 1 contender for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. These women are putting their bodies, their physical health and mental health on the line in an Ultimate X match. Not for the title, but to be named number one contender. Wow. If this isn't dedication, if this isn't, motivation, I don't know what is. So the competitors are is going to be Giselle Shaw versus Zaya Brookside versus Jody Threat versus Tasha Steeles versus Alicia Edwards versus Danny Luna. You know something? I have somebody who I want to win, and I have somebody that and I have who I think is going to win. Who I want to win, I'd say Alicia Edwards. She's been there long enough. She's pretty great in the ring. I've seen her wrestle live. The woman is that damn good. I would love to see her finally get that. And and I hope somewhere down the line, I hope her husband get that title again too, and then there'll be like that couple with both, that hold both the top titles. Who I think is gonna win? Let's see. Man, this is kind of tough. But I got a feeling, wow. Honestly though, I got a feeling Tasha Steelz is gonna win. She's back, she's hot. I got a feeling she's gonna pull it off. The next match we have is a singles match, and it's gonna be Dirty Dango with Alpha Bravo and Oleg Prudius, the former Vladimir Kozlov, as y'all may know him, versus PCO. You know what? I'm gonna say this: Dirty Dango is gonna win. Dirty Dango is gonna win. They're gonna interfere. Alpha Bravo and Oleg Prudius are gonna get involved, and they're gonna help Dirty Dango win the title. Um, this is gonna set up a future feud between Oleg Prudius and PCO. And I'm all for it because you have two big guys, one of whom is a skilled fighter. The other one, I guess he's impervious to pain, going at it in the ring. So I think this is going to be the beginning of a feud between Oleg Prudius and PCO. So I'm gonna go with Dirty Dango for this match. The next match we have is a three-way match for the TNA X Division Championship. It's going to be the defending champion, Chris Sabin, defending, versus El Hijo del Vikingo or Vikingo. I don't know how to say it, but I know in Spanish it's called Vikingo versus Kushida, who is also Chris Sabin's stablemate in Time Machine. And another thing I'd like to know, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, who's going to be wrestling, who's going to be defending his title later on that night. They're known as the Motor City Machine Guns. Alex Shelley and Kushida are known as the Time Splitters. My question is, and I hope one day I could ask Chris Sabin or Kushida this question, and they could give me like a nice official, maybe not exclusive answer. Oh snap! My bad. Oh snap! My bad. I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize I was on mute. Oh man, hey. Excuse me about that. So okay, going back to Trinity. So I said so. I don't know if I don't know if I said it. It probably all got lost. But in regards to Trinity and Jordan Grace, like I said, Trinity's the defending champion, and she's going to be defending against Jordan Grace. And this is Jordan Grace's Call Your Shot championship match. And in my opinion, um, I think Jordan Grace is going to take it. Don't get me wrong, Trinity's a phenomenal athlete. She has the quickness on her side, but and she also has the experience. But Jordan Grace has improved immensely, and this woman is a powerhouse. That bear hug is no joke. So I'm gonna have to go with Jordan Grace. You know, this is her call your shot championship match where she could, pretty much. I think this is the one where you can actually. And pardon me, I haven't watched Impact in a good while because I've been so busy with life. But I believe this is the one where you can actually pick any title, choose any title you want to take. You want to wrestle for at any time or any premium live event. And correct me if I'm wrong with that. Like I said, I've been watching TNA in a couple of months because I've been so busy with life, work and so on. But I'm getting back into it now, and I'll be better the next premium live event. But this is her call your shot match, championship match, and Jordan Grace is a powerhouse. Once she catches you in one of them holds, or she hits you with one of them power slams, man, it's a wrap. I'm gonna go with Jordan Grace. I have a feeling she's gonna take this. So the next match we have is the main event. And like I said, if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. I had the thing on, had this on mute all the time. Didn't even know that. So, with the singles, so the main event, the singles match for the TNA World Championship, and it's gonna be the defending champion, who is 1/3 of Time Machine, one half of the Motor City Machine Guns, and one half of the Time Splitters, Alex Shelley, defending against Moose. I know y'all definitely heard that this time. But also, this is Moose's Feast or Fired world title match. So he pretty much, is good. I know he's gonna make the most of it. He's definitely gonna make the most of it. Moose has been a former TNA World Champion, and um, in all honesty, I have a gut feeling that um, Alex Shelley's gonna retain. It's gonna be a hell of a match, heck of a fight. He's gonna be put through the ringer because Moose has the size and everything, and Moose has been to the top before. But I got a feeling Alex Shelley's gonna pull it off. He's definitely gonna win this. So those are my predictions. My predictions for my general predictions for the whole card. Well, they mentioned that Top Dollar is going to be there. Well, I believe they said he is now known as AJ Francis or Dollar. I could be wrong. I don't know which one, but he was known as Top Dollar in WWE. That's why I know him as last. But they said he's going to be there, and he's just going to be there to make an appearance with DJ Woo Kid to premiere the music video for their new song "We Outside," and that's outside with a dollar sign. Uh, but I got a feeling that somebody's going to interrupt that, and you know, Top Dollar's going to put a hurting on them. I got a gut feeling. So that's going to happen. Are we going to see any? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any other predictions. Are we going to see somebody show up from TNA's past? Who knows? But I got a good feeling this is going to be a memorable pay per view, especially like I said once again, it being the first pay per view under the rebranding of TNA. So it'll be interesting to see that what surprise they have for us. And I know that there's going to be surprises, so we'll just have to wait and see. But other than that, overall, I know this is going to be a great pay per view, and like I said, I'm gonna start watching TNA a lot more now. I know I had some times when I'd watch it on and off, but I figured, hey man, I'm doing them a great injustice. They're doing a lot of good things now, so I figure I just get back into having get back into the groove of knowing what's going on with them and so on. I haven't totally been out of the loop. I've been watching here and there. Like I know they have people like Sonny Kiss, Jai Vidal. I believe Hammerstone is going to be making his debut as well too. So, and I don't know if Hammerstone, if this is a one-time thing or if Hammerstone is officially signing with them. But oh snap! What am I saying? Pardon me. I actually missed it. I did not cover that match. Josh Alexander versus Ham. Like I said, sorry y'all. I'm running on fumes right now. I really apologize about that. Okay, so Josh Alexander, and Alex Hammerstone, they're going to be having their singles match there as well too. Um, who do I think is going to win that one? I'm gonna have to go with my boy Hammerstone, man. I've followed his career since his days in the West Coast Wrestling Connection, and from the first time I saw this man reminded me so much of Thor. He has the build, yeah, he has the talent, and I'm surprised that WWE has not picked this man up yet. I'm surprised he has not signed. It's either they haven't picked him up, either that, or he must have gotten an offer and he was like, "Nope, I don't want to go there yet. I'm good. I'm good where I'm at." So, um, I'm gonna go with Alex Hammerstone for that. Josh Alexander is gonna put up a fight. He trust me. And when I say he's gonna put up a fight, he always does. He was a great Impact champion, TNA champion. But I'm gonna have to give this one to Hammerstone. Hammerstone is definitely gonna pull it off. And if you don't know about Hammerstone, you might want to you might want to check him out now because trust me, this man is definitely gonna go far. Especially now that he's getting more recognition in TNA. Sky's the limit for this guy. But anyways, once again, those are my predictions. I'm gonna do we're gonna do our best to have some polls on Twitter so that y'all can act, or X as it's now called, as so that y'all can actually choose who you think is gonna win, who's it winning and whatnot. And yeah, in my opinion, this is gonna be a great interview. It's gonna be one to remember, and I'm all for it. So with that being said, I just want to thank everybody. It's about that time for us to shut the show down. Like I always say, my eyelids are getting heavy. That means it's time for a nap. But before I partake in that activity, if you want to find me on social media, not that I say a lot of cool things, but I do go to a lot of cool places. And like I said, London in a couple of weeks. You can find me on Twitter and X at the Remy Blue. You can find me on Facebook under the alias Remy Blue. Our podcast is on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram at Ringside Society, Twitch at Ringside Society 2019. We're on Facebook as a Facebook group. We're also on Spotify. We're also on Teespring where we sell official Ringside Society merch. We have t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, long sleeve shirts. We even have coffee mugs and pillows. We have several different designs. We have one for Valentine's, one for St. Patrick's. We're even gonna start doing city inspired ones. We have one for Louisiana, well, New Orleans, their Mardi Gras celebration. We have one for Miami. So definitely check us out. Check out our merch. It's pretty interesting. And last but not least, we have a YouTube channel where you can see cool episodes like this one, like the one we had yesterday with Carmen Medina and her husband Louis Levels. Shout out to them too as well. And even our season premiere with Jay Lucas, many great interviews. All you have to do is go on YouTube, and once you type in Ringside Society, and once you see that really gorgeous, I don't know which part it is, dark blue and light blue yin yang sign, the blue flames around it. That's when you know it's us. So make sure you subscribe to all our videos because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and you don't want to miss a thing like Aerosmith in 1998. But with that being said, we just want to thank everybody tuning in live tonight. Thank you very much. We really truly appreciate it. To those of y'all that are listening later on, you get a chance. Thank you very much in advance. And those of y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really truly wish we'd go away. Well, like myself at the Golden Corral, and Rob Bass at a taco festival, and Kathy Knight at Cafe Du Monde, for the buy one get one free sale. And they're probably gonna kick my butt for actually saying this while they're not there. But we're not going anywhere for a while. So with that being said, we just want to let everybody know that everybody and that we're very well aware that everybody and their grandparents and the parents of a podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we are not just any podcast. So with that being said, I'm gonna say it one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, and one time for TNA Hard to Kill, which is going to blow the roof off the place tomorrow with a Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. And we'll be back next week with another impressive episode and another impressive guest. But until then, we just have 4 favors for y'all, just 4. Stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent, and enjoy wrestling. I'm out. Peace.